Start.
Good day, everyone. We are looking for presenting a final presentation on the Mercedes entering the Canadian EQ market. Going forward, market summary. Under the 2039 initiative, Mercedes plans to offer a carbon neutral car fleet within 20 years from now. The leader of electric vehicle class in Canada is Tesla Motors with its Model X, Model S, and the new Model 3 as its a product line. Canadian government has set a target of selling only electric cars by 2040. The market for hybrid and electric vehicles in Canada is expected to reach a 2 to 5 million dollars in 2025, up from 97.8% from 2020. Going forward, based on a previous report, which is the group assignment 1, below is the segmentation and a target market definitions a summary. Demographic. About 15.7% of the total tax filers in 2019 had an income of more than $100,000. Demographic. Age bracket was considered of 35 to 64 years. Geodemographic. Top four provinces with high income declines were Alberta, British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec. Taking the 10% of the population of these provinces gave us a rough idea of the target market. Target audience will be innovators that are the luxury car enthusiasts or environment conscious. Moving on. This slide is the highlight of the persona used in our previous presentation. Moving on. The position, the position statement for Mercedes EQS is that for overachievers and innovators who demand the best, Mercedes EQS is the electric sedan that delivers flagship performance and unrivaled luxury in a future-proof package with an eye on sustainability, because only Mercedes can achieve synergies of performance, luxury, and sustainability to create the world's most desirable car. Moving on, this is the SWOT analysis of our presentation. The strengths are the Mercedes brand name. Weaknesses: a limited product line in the luxury EV system. Opportunities: to enter the hybrid market of Canada, which is at a growing percentage of 14.6%. Threats: overall a slowdown in the car market of Canada. So the overall conclusion of the SWOT is that using its strengths, Mercedes-Benz can overcome its overall weaknesses to exploit a promising opportunity. So now I would like to hand over to Tushar for the discussions.
So I'll be taking you through the product part of the 4 Ps. So EQS is the first product available under the luxury passenger vehicle line of Mercedes. Being a luxury sedan, it falls under the category of specialty products and services. In order to expedite adoption by customers, we need to create the perception or ensure that the EQS offers superior performance and experience, and also ensure that additional features that are specific to Canada are included in the EQS. Moving on, we're going to define the product complexity of Mercedes EQS. So the core customer value is an electric sedan in the premium category with flagship performance and luxury. Moving on, talking about the actual product, the physical features and performance features have already been defined. We'll talk about the luxury interior and enhanced features. An MBUX touchscreen has 3 displays merged under a single 56-inch curved glass surface that ensures key applications are always available on the top level of the screen. An AI-based UI with context-sensitive awareness displays appropriate functions and information as per the situation. An EQ-specific navigation system plans the best route taking into account topography, heating, cooling, temperature, along with traffic situation and charging stations. Active and passive driver assistance systems allow for automatic speed adjustment and traffic distance control. Add-on features can be purchased separately to better customize the vehicle. We'll discuss the Canada specific features separately. Moving on. The associated services include the manufacturer label. So we would recommend that the EQS is covered under the manufacturer label, which allows for vehicle customization by hand processed materials, exclusive paint finishes, etc. The Mercedes Me Charge platform will allow access to a widespread charging ecosystem across Canada and allow seamless charging across various plug points and provide a flagship home charging experience as well. Also, free home charger installation and maintenance warranty for at least 3 years would be recommended. Moving on. These are the Canada-specific features and services, which includes rapid heating and ventilating front seats, enhanced climate control for extreme weather conditions, engine block heating, remote start for the car and heated seats, uh, heated side mirrors and steering wheel. Talking about Canada-specific services, we can include free winter tire installations at the time of purchase, free drive-in winter tires installation, home delivery and on-site installation for 2 years at least, enhanced road assistance during snowy weather. Now I'll hand over to Prithvi to take you further.
Coming on to the third P, which is the price. The EQS is a luxury electric vehicle. A target market has already been identified, and based upon it, the sedan will be categorized under the category of prestige products. In the case of prestige products, a higher price suggests exclusively and class. Accordingly, the demand curve is expected to reflect an increase in the net sales with a higher price up to a certain extent. As stated in the market overview summary, Tesla is the leader of the electric vehicle market in Canada. Tesla Model S is the premium offering from the car maker. The Model S pricing starts from 121,990 Canadian dollars and goes up to 169,990 Canadian dollars for the Tesla Model S Plaid. Accordingly, we recommend going with a premium pricing strategy to elevate EQS above the Tesla Model S in the minds of the target audience. An appropriate starting price for the EQS would be around 145,000 Canadian dollars, which would be slightly higher than the price of its non-electric counterpart and in line with the Ambition 2039 initiative. Moving on to the next slide, which is the fourth P, place. Following a multi-channel strategy, Mercedes-Benz Canada sold 35,396 vehicles through their network of 7 Mercedes-Benz owned retail operations and 52 authorized dealerships in 2020. A selective distribution strategy should be employed in the beginning to emphasize exclusively. Also, the waiting time may be kept longer than usual. Along with the use of its existing network for distribution of a product in Canada, it would be advisable for the company to provide incentives to the dealers for providing better floor space to the EQS sedan and even encouraging customers to buy it. However, Tesla suggests that since traditional dealers might be conflicting between selling gasoline cars and electric cars, it would be wise to open company owned stores. Accordingly, Mercedes can open dedicated stores in the populated area of city to reach people before they make a buying decision. So now I'll be handing it over to Ahmed for the rest of the part.
This is Ahmed, and I'll take you with the promotion stage where we have created the integrated marketing communication strategy for Mercedes EQS. We have divided it into 3 phases, where the first phase is focused on creating excitement, following the AIDA model. The second phase is focusing on creating awareness and teaching the customer about the product and its features. And the third phase is focused on creating interaction and in prompting customers to buy the product. So moving on with the first phase, there are 2 campaigns which are non-video campaigns, which includes "Are you ready for the future of the class?" and "Something big is coming, luxury and compromise." The first campaign would be for the general audience, which would create excitement among customers, and the media used would be digital and traditional billboards in the downtowns of the city, such as uh, CN Tower. YouTube ads and Facebook ads would be add-ons. Budget would be $30,000, and the estimated outcome would be social media page visits, and which would be tracked by social media page visits. The next campaign is focused at targeting our competitor, which is Tesla, and positioning Mercedes as luxury and compromised. So the goal would be to create the hype amongst target audience, and the specific target audience is innovators 35 to 64 years. The media used would be specific direct marketing tools such as uh, business and lifestyle luxury magazines and direct marketing via emails to customers. The budget is 70,000 Canadian dollars, and the estimated outcome would be to increase the reach of the target audience by 30%. The schedule of this phase would be 3 months before the product launch, and the frequency would be increased 3 weeks before the product launch. Moving on to the second phase, where we are focusing on the awareness part and teaching the customer about the product using the idea model. There are 3 campaigns particularly. The first and the third campaign are video ads, where the first campaign is just about creating awareness and teaching the customer regarding sustainability and product features, which is the legacy that preserves the future is here. And the third campaign is to focus on the Me Charge technology of the company, where it will show the charging technology, charging station partnership, and it will also include cause related marketing of sustainability. So the customers would know that this is moving in the cause of environment. The goals have been discussed. So the target market would be same for all of the 3 campaigns, which is innovators 35 to 64 years.
And the media used for the first and the third campaign are almost similar. That is digital advertisement, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, videos in first class cabins where the highly efficient people and innovators travel. The budget would be $150,000, and the estimated outcome for the first is to create customer awareness by 10%, increase it by 150,000 views, and the third one is to 300,000 views and increase in customer awareness by 30%. The middle, the meet the all electric member of the pack, which is the non-video ad, would be just focused on the digital part campaigns where it will focus on email marketing, business lifestyle, and luxury magazines, and which would the budget would be of Canadian dollars 100,000, and the increase in frequency would be the estimated goal. The schedule of this phase is just after the product launch, with both the video campaigns run subsequently and continues for 3 months, and then the frequency would gradually decrease with the beginning of the third phase. The third phase, moving on, focuses on creating live interaction and experience so that customers buy the product. The first campaign is having an influencer marketing with YouTube tech influencers like MKBHD and Box Therapy to give them the product and compare it with other competitors counterparts and review the product as it is a superior product, and then sending our CEOs or a representative for a live Q&A with the audience so they might have their questions answered. The target market for both of them is the same. The media used for the first campaign would be social media such as YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and the estimated outcome would be measured by the live presence score. The budget for both of the campaigns is Canadian dollar 250,000, and the schedule for both the campaigns is 2 months after the launch of the product in the year end, and the feedback would be implemented for the next campaign in the next year. The second campaign is Experience Drive, where the goal is to give the current loyal long-term customers a real experience of the car by offering the car to them for a day. The verification would be done via online forms, which would be thoroughly examined by the team. And the media used to let the customers know about the campaigns would be magazines and newspapers. And the outcome would be the customers actually experiencing the product and buying it after they experience it. That's it for the presentation. Thank you. And these are the references that were used for creating this presentation. Thanks again.